Hello, my lovely Leos. This is going to be an Astroflower reading going from the 8th of April through to the 15th of April. Those changing times which I've talked about in the collective reading for April, boy, are they barreling down the line to us. The logical revolution is taking place from the 11th through to the 21st of April. So it'd be interesting to see what comes out in your reading for this week here. We have the overall energies here. We have the karmic message for your relationship side. We have the karmic message for your material side. We have the influence from the universe, the influence from your guides upon your karmic path, influence from your guides within the conversation that is within you, and the overall outcome. Relationship side, material side. So let's get straight in here. We will be clarifying with the Light Seers cards later on. I will be getting back to the chakra and aura readings as well. I'm traveling at the moment, and technology is not possible at the moment to do that sort of thing. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Hope you have a lovely reading, Leo. Thank you very much for being here. Let's get the best out of it for you. We start with the 10 of Pentacles, the overall energy here. Abundance. And this is not necessarily abundance to do with finances either. It's also to do with energy, emotions. The abundance could also well be to do with the material side of life, the physical side, to do with your job and business. But I think it's also to do, and this is what I'm getting a feeling about, and I've been getting this for some time for you, Leo. I think you're going to have you seem to be having a really good summer period. Over the last 2 or 3 months, your confidence seems to be growing in a very beautiful way. And this confidence is feeding confidence in other people around you. So, you know, some people may not understand it, and that's part of the logical revolution. And I wouldn't worry too much about them. Concentrate on the people that are around you who, you know, who sit within your logic, who are in your paradigm, who are in your vibration. And that abundance will come not only from within you, but also outside of you. On the relationship side, this is your karmic message for the week. The 4 of Wands. I think we talked about this in your monthly reading. You can find that on the channel there, on the channel here. As you go through this portal, it's going through into this new logical revolution, this new way of thinking about things, this new way of logically interacting with energy, with the world, and with your relationships. It should be embraced, and you should be embracing it, I think, with your relationships that are around you. It could well mean for some of you as much as even marriage or moving in with somebody. That could well be part of it. But I think it's to do with you and how you karmically engage with the people that are around you, emotionally and physically, within your relationships. The 7 of Pentacles. This is another card that keeps coming up a lot. The universe is here, is trying to encourage you to nurture this new phase in your life, but in our collective life as well. It's asking you to nurture that new paradigm from small acorns, as it were. And this is where you're going into this new paradigm with the 4 of Wands. And your karmic mission here on the relationship side is really to sort of step into that. And as you step into that, it's going to make you or help you to nurture really good relationships, long-term relationships with people that are around you, people that you can trust, people that you can rely on. And trust is not something that we say people earn trust, but I think people show trust. They show in their actions, and their actions may not necessarily be to you, but their actions, you may just see people that you appreciate around you. And that's the universe is sort of saying those people there, or those relationships there, are the relationships that you should nurture. Your guides influencing this karmic message. Their karmic, this karmic message is the Eight of Wands. So a lot of information coming in for you in regards to your relationships. And I think it's to concern with what you should be nurturing in the way of your relationships with other people that are around you. And I think this is this messages almost as if your guides are sort of saying, this person here fits with me logically, fits with me comfortably. And this could be, as I say, it could be marriage, a marriage, or it could be nurturing your one-to-one relationship with someone. And it's understanding those messages, feeling at one with those messages. And those messages are going to come through like coincidences around you. A situation where, you're thinking about someone, and then you see a good act that reminds you of that person around you. Or you hear something on the radio that makes you think of that person and recognize how good they are, or how good you are with them. And these are the sort of messages, and you should nurture those sort of relationships that are around you. The Nine of Swords. Interesting. A lot of people have got this. I think this ties into the worry of the new dimension, the worry of what's happening in the world around us. They could be also, we're all sort of sensitive. And it could be worrying about how people perceive you, how these messages do correspond to this new dimension. And it's taking a little bit of a leap of faith from your side in order to break the old dimension and letting go almost. That's what it seems like. It seems like here is like your guides are trying to encourage you to let go of the anxious past, of the logical world that is no more within your relationships around you. And this is what I'm saying, that there's some people that may not necessarily get it within your relationships around you. And it's probably not the best idea to try and wake them or worry about them. I think this is more a case of you worrying about people that are around you. That's what it seems like. That maybe it could be a way that people perceive you. And I wouldn't. And I think your guides are trying to sort of stop you from having those woes and worries, basically. And it'd be interesting to clarify that afterwards. Let's just see what's going on in your material path. Here is the karmic message. To see things in a different way, in a different light, in a different logic. The energy is inverting at the moment upon this earth, and therefore it is inverting in us as well. And the Hangman is like the energy at the moment. It's in that process of inverting, to seeing things in a completely different way. As the Hangman is tied or is hanging from the tree of knowledge. So you have this understanding. You have this understanding of this world. And within the material world, such as your job and your business, it's now time to look at things differently. If you want to take your business further, or your projects further, or go further in your career path, you're going to have to look at things in a different way. Okay? Let's just see how the universe is influencing this. the Six of Pentacles. This is part of looking at things in a different way. The Six of Pentacles is giving 3 pentacles to one side and 2 pentacles to the other, and keeping one for themselves. It is choosing to invest into things that you know in your heart is the right thing to do. Invest in the parts of your careers that is actually beneficial, not just to you, but also to the other people around you, and also to your business, or to the job that you're in, the company that you're working for. We do this because this is actually going to bring you back a lot more than you actually put in. So when you put in these 3 pentacles to this one side of your job or your business, it will eventually pay you 6 in return. And then you had the 1 from before, therefore you now have 7. And you can invest 4 in the next time, 8, and you will have 10, sorry. It's like this accumulative sort of thing, that you get more back from what you put in eventually. But it's got to come from a righteous place. It's got to come from a place that fits and sits right with you. The King, the Emperor, sorry. This is you all over, Leo. Sitting in a very majestic place as regards to your material world. Your guides know here, the conquering of your empire is you and your strengths, knowing your strengths. And when you know your strengths, you should play to them. And this is where your guides are trying to help you by creating coincidences around you within your job, within your business world, which is setting you up so you have complete control over your situation if you so desire. If it comes from a very righteous place. And Leo, there is nobody more righteous or lion heart about it than your good selves. And once you start combining that with your guides, I think it's going to really serve you enormous amounts. That 10 of Pentacles, that abundance is coming in. Let's just see what you guys are trying to influence on your conversation that is within you. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is like, it could be a gift either coming from you or coming from outside. And I think it comes from both sides. It almost is as if like you're putting your heart into a situation and you're getting the heart returned totally to you. And this is what I mean where it's from the Six of Pentacles. There seems to be a situation here where the universe is giving you an accumulative situation, which I think you're going to love, and it's going to feel emotionally rewarding this week. Pulling on your strengths is really important. And then we have the Temperance card. The overall outcome. I guess it's a case of when you sow these seeds, you have to have patience for it to come back in. But there is also a point to be said about the Temperance card. The fact that after patience comes action. And maybe it's a case of a time at the end of the week, it's no longer the time to sit and wait. It's the time to do. Because in the next month, then you're going to be moving into your autumn period. And that will be a lot of temperance coming through. But for the time being, I think you need to act. And you will build your resources. You will build up to that 10 of Pentacles. Those abundant resources that you will have. Not only physically, but also spiritually and also energetically. It's going to be a very good week to build your future by investing in your future and quelling those sort of doubts of the past. Let's just clarify what this is with the light seers. So the overall energy here is sort of saying you have this possibility of abundance within you, but it is going to take planning and it is going to take organization. And this is where maybe seeing things in a different way, you're going to be able to do that on your business or your financial sort of side. On this side here, it's the planning that comes through, I think, through the messages from your guides that can structure this new interaction or this new relationships, these new dimensional relationships that you can have with the people that are around you. It's going to make your life a lot better and to allow you to let go of any woes and worries from the past. Seven of Swords. This is on your karmic message, so it's playing smart as you go forth. I think this ties into that 9 of Swords, sorry. Playing smart as you, this is all in your karmic message. So it's in this new dimension. Is playing smart, I think, is getting in tune with that logic. The 7 of Pentacles, nurturing that love and connection you have not only with yourself, but also with the other people that are around you. And it could well be a particular loved one, a one-to-one relationship. And the universe is trying to encourage you to nurture these relationships with your love that comes from within you as well. The 8 of Wands is being clarified by the 9 of Swords, which we have just above there. I think these messages here are to quell your doubts, your repetitive sort of actions that we have within the old logical world, which is just disappearing in front of our eyes daily. And letting go of that old world will release you from woes and worries that you might have in the world around you. Let's see what's going on in this 9 of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Sociably interacting with one another. It's will put pay to that repetitive nightmare. It will get you going forward in connection with the people that you love, in accordance to the messages or the coincidences that are around you. It's going to build inside you at rhythm, which is going to allow you to let go of any sort of repetitive nightmares or repetitive situations within relationships that you might have been having for years. And it might be very, very small, to be honest. But it's needs to be let go of. And you need to go forward, ahead, into the future. The 10 of Swords. Looking at things differently. I think within your karmic message here, it's looking at things differently. But there is a slight gamble to this. And it's almost looking at the past and seeing those painful things within your business and your job. So there may be aspects of your jobs that weren't working really. Or business, or the aspects of your business that wasn't working fully. And now, because you're going to look at this differently, you will let go of that past, of that trying to get those sales, trying to evolve your business, trying to evolve your project, letting go and finding it was being blocked or stopped in any way, and it may have been very, very hard work. If you look at it differently and take control over your situation, I think you're going to actually breed success into you. This is it, being strong, investing in yourself, putting down those doubts leaving them behind. That's what the universe is saying to you. Invest in your future, in your logical future in regards to your business and your finances and everything like that. Invest in it in a way that's going to bring you benefits, and know you're going to be receiving these benefits. Having that sort of conviction within you. That's what it's sort of saying. Conviction of your righteous path. The Ace, oh no, it's the Page of Pentacles, sorry, not the Ace. So this is a learning process as well. Stepping into your power like this within your Emperor card, knowing who you are, knowing your strengths and the force that you have within you, because you have conquered certain aspects of your life by seeing things differently. You've conquered that Ten of Swords, that difficulty you may have had in the past in accordance to your job, your business, or your projects. And now you're heading down on a cycle that's far greater, that's longer, that's you planting these seeds. And this is what was happening in the Six of Swords. Planting your seeds and understanding that those seeds are going to return fruits to you in the future. Knowing this cycle of benefit that is coming your way. Once you do, all of a sudden, life is going to be a lot easier for you. Ace of Cups. The Magician. I think you're manifesting this future with this idea of allowing you to engage in your material side of life in a very emotionally fulfilling and rewarding way. You're going to be connecting to emotionally fulfilling and rewarding things that come from outside you. And this conversation within you is going to encourage that. And I think you're going to be very much encouraging to yourself, but also with that conversation inside you, it's going to give you a certain direct, precise way to apply these abundances that you have around you in order to manifest the future that looks like it's going to be very rewarding for you within this new paradigm that we're going into. Temperance and the Hierophant. Two very, very powerful cards. The one thing I like about the Hierophant card is that the Hierophant has learned a lot. It's learned a lot about the trilogy, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, or body, mind, and soul. Take whatever trilogy that works for you. And through learning through that trilogy, the Hierophant has learned that each step is a process, a way of getting to that star, which is your dreams and aspirations. And all of a sudden, it is going to be asking you to move from being patient about your situation and into an action or active situation within your life. I think this comes on both sides, actually. Not just on your relationship side, but also on your material side. And I think you're going to understand something which allows you to get more success out of your financial side because of that Six of Pentacles, of how you invest in your future life. Okay? Absolutely beautiful, Leo. Yeah, very nice. It's making for a beautiful end to your summer period, according to the Astroflower. Because during Taurus season, you will be gradually entering into your autumn period, where we start reflecting over what we've done for the past year, what has worked and what hasn't worked, and what we would like to project into the future. And this is almost like a miniature training program for you this week in order to realize these manifestations and these understandings that you have within you, so you can manifest the future that you so desire. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much for being with us, Leo. I do appreciate your support for this channel. I hope this helps you out in many ways of how you interact with energy within your relationship side or your financial side. And yeah, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.